Hello then, a very good afternoon. You're with Lunchtime News. I'm Dasni Athad for News First, and let's start off with a look at your headlines. Unloading and distribution of fuel resumes at the Kulannava fuel storage terminal. Army personnel enter the Anuradhapura and Muthuradjavela fuel storage terminals. Government warns that the employees of the Petroleum Corporation who fail to report to work will be considered to have vacated their posts. Minister Ravi Karanayake fails to appear before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry despite being summoned. The Ministry of Petroleum Resources Development announced that the refilling of fuel into fuel buses has commenced at the Kulannava and Muthuradjavela fuel storage facilities. According to the Secretary of the Ministry, Upali Marasinghe, redistribution of fuel is set to take place shortly. Issuing a communique, the Government Information Department stated that all employees attached to petroleum services have been informed to report to work as the distribution and unloading of fuel has been declared as an essential service through a Gazette notification. The communique adds that employees who do not report to work will be considered to have vacated their posts. Further, the communique notes that all buses that supply petrol should report back to their storage facilities as the supply of petroleum has been restored to normalcy by the government. Army media spokesperson Brigadier Roshan Senaviratne said that operations are currently underway to ensure that fuel redistribution returns to normalcy with immediate effect, as the Kulannava and the Muthuradjavela fuel storage facilities are now under the control of the Army.
We have not commenced the distribution yet. We are ensuring that the employees who are not involved in the strike are safe. We will take all steps necessary to commence the distribution together with the police. We have beefed up security in both areas. We are planning on how to carry out the distribution activities. The protesters were sent away from the premises after the police arrived. The protesters are not inside the premises at the moment. They are outside the premises. But there is a group of employees inside the premises who are willing to continue their activities.
The distribution of fuel was hindered day before yesterday as a result of the strike that was launched by fuel employees working at the Kulannava and Muthuradjavela fuel storage facilities. Accordingly, the Army took steps to enter the Kulannava fuel storage facility to evacuate its employees at midnight last night. When the police attempted to open the gates of the Kulannava fuel storage facility, their attempts proved to be futile as the workers on site prevented the police from entering the premises. However, Army personnel succeeded in entering the fuel facility premises and thereafter evacuated its employees.
රටේ වස්තුව බේරගන්න නැගලන්න කරගන්න වීඩියෝ රටේ වස්තුව බේරගන්න මේ රට විකුණන්න දෙන්න නැතුව බේරගන්න
ආධාරශීල කලාපයෙන් නිකන් සේවය වරලා ඉන්න මොකද වැරදි ඉන්නේ ඒක දින ගැටලුව. ඕගොල්ලෝ වැඩ කරනවා නම් ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. වැඩ කරන්න වැඩි අපිට හිතුව දේ වැඩ කරන්නේ නැතුවනේ දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝ මෙතන දැන් ඉන්න පිළි කට්ටිය. වැඩ කරන්නේ නැතුවනේ අතන ඉන්නේ.
Thank you.
The army also managed to enter into the Muthurajavela fuel storage facility this morning. Newsfirst has also received footage from one of our reporters which depicts the manner in which they have begun filling up fuel bowsers at the Kolonava CPSTL complex. The media briefing to inform cabinet decisions ended a short while ago. Speaking at the media briefing, co-cabinet spokesperson Dr. Rajitha Senaratne said the island-wide fuel distribution will return to normal by this evening. When journalists raised questions whether or not strike actions can be launched by the state sector employees, or co-cabinet spokesperson Minister Dr. Rajitha Senaratne said the ultimate decision with regard to a state entity lies with the cabinet. It was also revealed during the media briefing that a board has been appointed to manage the Neville Fernando Hospital in Malambe. The board will be headed by Dr. Ajit Mendes. It was also revealed that the Ministry of Health has allocated a monthly sum of 200 million rupees for the operational costs of the hospital. We will have more on the cabinet division or other decisions on our primetime news at 9 tonight. Former Minister of Finance Ravi Karnanayaka failed to appear before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry investigating the controversial bond transaction. We have Zulfiq Farzan in the studio to give us an in-depth analysis of the recent developments at the Presidential Commission of Inquiry. Good afternoon, Zulfiq.
Good evening, Dasani.
Right, so can you tell us what exactly happened at the Commission today?
Well, Dasani, it was an interesting day at the Commission. Everyone was anticipating the arrival of Foreign Minister Ravi Karnanayaka, who was issued summon twice to appear before the Commission. First, he was supposed to appear yesterday, and then today as well. And then this morning, while anticipating the arrival of Minister Ravi Karnanayaka, his lawyers informed the Commission that the Minister will not be able to attend today's hearing of the Commission because he has been summoned for the National Security Council meeting that's headed by the President. So he was asked when can the Minister once again come before the Commission, and the lawyers informed the Commission that he cannot make it tomorrow and day after because there are cabinet proceedings, and on Monday the Minister will be flying overseas to the Maldives, and therefore the Minister can only appear before the Commission on the 2nd of August, which is next Wednesday.
Right, so what can we expect in the coming days from the Commission?
Well, that's an interesting question. Now, because of Minister Ravi Karnanayaka not appearing before the Commission today, the Attorney General's Department was instructed to summon another witness. Now, they said that because investigations are still ongoing on two critical persons that they have identified in this investigation, they need more time, and therefore they will be summoning an employee from the Employees Provident Fund to testify before the Commission on Friday. Now, apart from that, another interesting point at today's proceedings was that it was revealed that the mobile phone that was given by Arjun Aloysius to the CID upon the instructions of the Commission had been used only for the past 6 months. However, the Commission ordered Aloysius to give his communication devices, that includes laptops, tabs, and including mobile phones, that he used starting from the 1st of Jan 2015. That's the 1st of January 2015. All the devices that he used. In the same context, submission and an application was made to the Commission by the Aegis Department seeking permission and an order to be issued on former Governor Arjuna Mahendran to hand over his mobile phones and communication devices that was used by him since the 1st of January 2015. However, this application will be considered by the Commission, and thereafter they will issue an order.
Thank you very much, Zulfiq. We will surely be hearing from you from the coming days.
Thank you.
A number of countries, or rather in international news, a number of countries issued a joint communique condemning the forced shutdown of the Maldivian parliament.
Joint communique was issued by the governments of United States, United Kingdom, France, Canada, Germany, Italy, Netherlands, Norway, Switzerland and the EU delegation of Maldives, expressing alarm by the recent actions by the government of Maldives, which quote-unquote seriously damaged and undermined democracy and run counter to the Maldives constitution and the country's international human rights obligation. Issuing a communique, the Australian High Commission in Sri Lanka said that the country is increasingly concerned by the recent actions that the government of Maldives has taken to undermine the democracy and democratic institutions in Maldives. The Maldivian parliament was on shutdown on Monday after an alleged military coup. The Speaker of Parliament was said to be impeached on Monday, following which steps were taken by the President of Maldives to call for a parliamentary lockdown. The communique emphasised that the legitimate opposition remains a vital component of a healthy democracy, and it is essential that the freedoms of assembly and expression are granted to all. The Australian government, through its communique, urged the President and the government of Maldives to take immediate steps to ensure that the authority and independence of Parliament and the freedoms and the rights of its members are restored, and to safeguard the checks and balances of the elements of democracy.
To wrap up lunchtime news for the day, join us again at 1:55 for more of the very latest.